Hi, thank you for tuning in to Currently. I am actually here just right across from Chipotle restaurant, which is really awesome because today the issue that we're facing is having opportunities to share our value proposition. So what is a value proposition? Essentially, if you have a small business, you probably know what a value proposition is. Or if you're interested in starting your own small business or your own personal project, you definitely want to know what a proposition value is. So a proposition value is essentially a statement that lets another person know, or another partner know, or a potential partner know, or even potential associates that might work with you, to let them know what's in it for them. Why should they work with you? Or why should they purchase from you? Why should your customers purchase from you? Why should your affiliates purchase from you? So a value proposition essentially lets others know that there's a good reason why they should work with you. There's a good reason why they should buy your product. There's a good reason why they should help you market your product. So that is what a value proposition is. And even if you've been in business for many years, whether you're actively in business or whether studying business, a value proposition never gets old. It never gets tried and true. There's always room to evolve and to expand or to reassess your value proposition. It's something you could do every few months or every couple of years. It's something that can always add a little bit of freshness to whatever it is you're working on. But with that said, it can be a little bit tricky just for that same reason. It can be sometimes difficult to express why you're unique and why someone should work with you or buy from you. So this is something to keep in mind. Whatever it is you're doing, just ask yourself, well, what works for me? What is it that works for me? Is it if your product or service has to do with specific results that you've gotten before? Well, how it works for you is you got specific results that you can share and that you can talk about. Whether it is a product or whether it is a service or whether it is some kind of experience, like maybe you're located, excuse that sound, that helicopter sound, speaking of location, maybe you're located in a specific area that works for you, and so that's a reason to come and hang out with you and help you develop whatever it is you're working on, is because your experience of the area that you're in. So something to do is to think about what has worked for you. So one of the cool things about Chipotle restaurant is I can remember the first time I had Chipotle, and I had it because a family member of mine had brought some Chipotle where we were, and it was the first time that I had it, and I right away became a Chipotle fan. Why? Because that worked for me. It was delicious, it was convenient, and it worked for me. So very soon after, I was recommending Chipotle to everyone because it was just something that worked for me. It was good. It was just perfect. So that's what I would tell other friends or family members that maybe hadn't had it yet. I would just talk about it because it worked for me. So essentially, that's what a value proposition is. It really is a way of sharing why whatever the product or the service is works for you. And something to keep in mind is that whenever you are, especially in a beginning stage, you could feel vulnerable and you could feel quite inexperienced, and that is often very uncomfortable. Feeling vulnerable, feeling inexperienced, and talking about what you do could feel very uncomfortable. But with that in mind, each personal journey, all of our personal journeys have their unique qualities, and they also have their unique perspectives, their unique observations, and their unique forms of guidance. So it kind of goes together. Feeling vulnerable, feeling maybe inexperienced and a little bit uncomfortable kind of goes with having your own unique perspective and your own unique observations and your and therefore what you conclude and what your recommendations and what your guidance is. So coming up with a value proposition is not always simple or feel natural or obvious, but just starting with something like, well, how does this work for me? How does this area work for me? How does this service work for me? How does this experience work for me? How does this product or result, how does that work for me, is a great way to begin talking to others about it. And that's what we're developing, that's what we're working on over here. And I hope that you get a chance to think about that and try that for yourself. See if it helps you the next time you need to think about what your value proposition is. Thank you for tuning in to Currently, and I hope you continue to tune in.